Hey y'all, um, boy, we have a story for you guys. Um, but first, I want to kind of give you a little bit of landscape about this little one here before we get too far into that. A lot of you know Gypsy. Many of you have met her. You guys know she's a very rambunctious, soon to be 9 month old. Um, She's been with me since she was 6 weeks old, and so she's like super attached, and I am with her as well. But for the longest time, it was even difficult to just get certain things done because like I couldn't go out of the camper, or I couldn't get out of the truck. She would completely lose her marbles. It's gotten a lot. It's getting better almost by the day now. She's learning a lot and coming a long ways. And she's trying to chew on my hand here. Um, Literally, she's been at my. We haven't spent a single day away from each other. I've had a couple hours here and there, and that was when I was down in Arkansas, and her and Miley, they were pals. You know, Gypsy just absolutely adores Miley. So much so that when I'm watching their channel, if Gypsy hears Mary's voice or Miley's voice, she just absolutely goes bonkers. And a lot of you guys know that she loves everybody. She does. She is like super, super sweet. You know, right? So anyhow, with that being said, oh no, I got a little bit more to tell you guys. And there are plenty of people that can attest to it. I'm going to try to keep her here so you guys can enjoy this. You don't get to really see her too often. So she has done some absolutely insane things, and just it blows my mind. I'll start with right away when she was just a tiny little thing. I couldn't even leave my truck window open just a few inches. When let's say I'm getting gas or something like that. Stay here, honey. Say I'm trying to get gas or go into a store or something like that. I couldn't leave the windows even partially open because she would literally climb out the window. She would stand on like the mirrors, the side mirrors, and then she would get onto the hood of the truck. I don't know how she ever or always did this without literally falling on her butt. And she's done that many times, many times. It's just absolutely crazy. I've got pictures of it. Gary and Mary, I think both have witnessed it multiple times. It is funny and it's cute, but it's also scary and it's dangerous. Thankfully, she does not do that anymore. But she used to do it on the regular. And I remember one time I have my slider window in the truck, just barely, probably like 3 inches open, if that. And I came out of the gas station. I don't know where, somewhere in like Texas or something like that. And I wanted to go in there and just get a road hamburger or something, whatever. Her and I do sometimes have to eat like that. Ain't that right, honey? Anyhow, I was coming out of the gas station, and I noticed like everybody in the parking lot of the gas station, they were all just looking at my truck, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And some people were laughing, and I looked, and there's Gypsy sitting proud as can be, right dead center out the tonneau cover. Right? And this dude says, yeah, man, I was sitting there watching her wiggle out the whole way. Well, I don't know how she did that, but she did. This just kind of, there is a point to all this, just so you know. There's one time, I wanted to take Gary and Mary out for lunch, and we were in Boonville, and we were at that Chinese restaurant, and it was kind of a warm day, so I rolled the windows up, kept the truck running. I kept the auto lock thing in my pocket, the dongle, key fob. That's what it is. So I had that in my pocket, and I actually even hit the like the little window lock button so that she could not just be jumping around in there and accidentally open the window. You know what I mean? Well, and this is no BS. This sounds extreme. This is her. This is her. This is what she does. I'm sitting there with Gary and Mary. I kind of have my back to the door, and they're looking at the door. I think it was Mary says, "Isn't that Gypsy?" And I whipped my head around, and I saw that little butt of hers right at the door. She somehow opened that or hit that unlock button, rolled the window down, and jumped out the window and tried to get in the restaurant. Did you, honey? It's just crazy, right? She has she knows how to open every door in the camper now. She knows how to literally I lock it. She knows how to unlock it. She just paws at that little stupid little toggle that they've got. I've gone out to like put gas in the generator or something like that, and she has literally locked me out of the camper. I'd say at least a half dozen times. I had to break in one of the windows so I could reach my arm in there and unlock it with that little toggle thing. Is she gonna sit there and paw at it? Get her. So there you go. She's an escape artist. She's very smart, but she does that because she's very attached. Okay, and she just loves people also, but she's very attached to them. Again, I'm glad and grateful that is slowing down considerably. Matter of fact, I was at the gas station the other day and I had the window all the way down. And she just sat there, proud as can be, just watching me. And the lady at the gas station has gotten to know her, and she even commented. She says, "Wow, she's doing great now." I said, "Yeah, but something's changed here within just I would say almost just this last week, where she's really kind of calming down." Really just turned into a really good girl. So let me cut to the chase now, all right? So a lot of you guys know that I've been going way up north, up almost pretty much on the Canadian border, getting content, putting out stuff, doing a lot of state, park stuff. We're up on the North Shore, been to Grand Marais, Ely, did some veterans on the lake stuff. We spend a lot of time up there. In any case, up there's not a whole lot of stores. You're not going to find some kind of a Walmart or whatever. It's gas stations. Or small little convenience stores, but not you're not going to find like a Walmart or something like that, or a big box store where you might be able to get everything you need in one stop. Point is, ouch, she just bit me pretty good there. She typically doesn't bite hard, but there she's getting frustrated because I'm kind of pinning her down here. So, all right, here we go. Here's the story. We were coming back down. It was kind of a warm day, and I'm like, we needed water. That was the number one thing: water and food. There was just a total of 5 items that I needed. And I know this Walmart here by me, which is, I'm still out in the country if you guys can't tell, boondocking it. We boondock it almost exclusively. So that means I need gas for the generator. There's certain things that you just need. Potable water, drinking water, those sort of things. Well, we were fresh out of water, her food, a couple other things. I remember that there was literally 5 items that I needed, or we needed. and I know the exact route in the store. There's one shot down one aisle, I hang a right, there's pretty much everything. And I swung back around and stopped at the deli. It was literally 5 items, no more than, I'm going to say, 6 minutes in the store. Anyhow, I didn't leave the truck running and the air on because I knew I was going to be really quick, and I don't trust her. Or at that time, I did not trust her to do something crazy, right? So I kind of painted the picture of how crazy this one can be. Anyhow, I come out of the store. Here's my truck right there. Like I said, I got 5 items in the cart. Well, there's a lady at my window, literally trying to take her out of my truck. And there's another lady there with her camera, and I come zooming up. I said, "I'm sorry, I was literally only in there for a handful of minutes." I said, "I needed these items." I was concerned, and she spun around. She had that camera right in my face, and I'm telling you what, man, she called me every name in the book. "Oh, you animal abuser, you piece of shit, you don't like your dog, this and that, da 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 da." Excuse my language. It still kind of fires me up a little bit now, but not as much as it did. And I started I was trying to talk to her. I'm like, "Look," I says, "you can even feel your arms are in my truck. You can feel that it is cool in there." I was literally minutes in that store, just minutes in that store. And she says, I called the cops and this and that." And I says, "Yeah." I says, that's fine." I says, "Let's not talk until the cops get here then. Because I can talk to him. They can even look at, ow, Gypsy, chill out, honey. She's getting really rambunctious. And she's got good teeth on her. She's got good teeth. And she likes to get into my skin and just nibble. And right now it's kind of hurting. She's getting to be a big girl, strong. But she only plays like this with me. She would never be biting on somebody else. Her and I can get pretty rough. So anyhow, that lady, man, she went nuts. She lost it. I can honestly appreciate people looking out for dogs and kids and stuff like that in a hot vehicle. Well, I had the windows down because there was a breeze coming through, and it wasn't like an Arkansas hot or Arizona hot. It was a warm day. There was a breeze coming through, and there was like hardly no humidity at all. But this lady, she didn't stop there. When she told me she called the cops and this other lady's filming, I said, "Look, put your arm in there." I was talking to the other lady. I said, "Put your arm in there and you tell me if you can't feel the air conditioning." Well, that other lady, the one who was in my face, she kept on trying to rip this one out of my truck, even when I was there and putting the few things that I had in the truck. And her, she was all excited because she likes that female voice and children's voice. Her little butt's going and stuff like that, and so her face is coming out the wind, trying to come out the window just to get petted and say hi to the stranger. Well, then I think Gypsy realized that, hey, this is not one of those situations, and she started getting pretty worried. You could see it. Her hair was standing up. She could probably feel my energy, and like I got something on my face or something. I don't know. She could feel my energy or something like that, And okay, you can go ahead and get down if you want to, honey. Go ahead, baby. So I said, all right, and I put my tailgate down, and I just, she said, "Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I says, "Well, I'm going to sit on this tailgate and wait for the police to get here." That wasn't enough for her either. Gypsy, don't do that. Come here. Get up here. Come on. So anyhow, she takes the cart. She's got a cart. She slams it into me, and I said, "You do know that that's battery. That is assault and battery." She's got it on camera. That lady right there. And I says, "Now, I want that lady to stick around until that police officer gets here, because you're getting way out of control." She's like, "Oh, I'm from this side of town, whatever." I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Let's just wait until the police get here. And the cop shows up. He sees I'm just chilling. He's like, "All right, man, go ahead and just stay there. Thanks for just sticking around." And yeah, you guys at your ball. And so I sat there and I waited, and he talks to her, and he comes up to me, whatever it was, probably 10 minutes later. And so I tell him my side of the story. I says, "Look, man, I got these 5 items. This is our park here." I said, "I go straight down this aisle. I picked this up. Sorry, she's getting. This is another one of her favorite toys. She loves these water bottles. And Chance road tripping, dude, you gave me bad advice on this one, because now when I've got a case of water in the truck, she thinks it's her job to take all the tops off of them. You see that? Yeah, silly girl. So anyhow, the cop, he comes back to me. He says, "Well, what's going on?" I tell him the story, and I says, the other lady, I says, she's got a video of all this whole transaction as well. He says, "Yeah, I know." He says, "I'm going to go on ahead and take a look at that too." Something to that effect. And I says, "I was literally here, definitely not more than 7 minutes total." So I literally know that exact route of what I needed, and I only needed 5 items. I know it wasn't more than 5. Well, the cop, I said, "You can even go into the store. I'm sure they've got surveillance cameras that you could literally see when I pull up, when I get out, and how this lady was trying to yank my dog out of my truck more than one time. How she slammed in her cart into me, and I was trying to de-escalate the entire time. I was trying to de-escalate until she started trying to rip my dog out of the truck while I was there. At that point, I almost lost it completely. I had some choice words for her, and that did not de-escalate. That escalated things. And then that's when I said, "You know what? Let's just wait for the police to get here. I don't want to do this. I don't like it if I'm going to get fired up like that at all." I'm former military, so I know a thing or two about trying to stay calm, and in sticky situations, I guess. Anyhow, coming to an end here. So the cop says, "Hey man, you want to press charges?" He says, I seen the video, her slamming the cart into you and her trying to take the dog out of the truck." I says, "Nah." I says, I just want to go home. It's been a long day. We had probably been on the road for solid 5 hours just that morning. Probably probably a little bit longer than that. It was a long day. I was tired. I needed to get some water for her in her bowl, get some food in her. And he's like, "All right, man." He says, "But I'm going to tell you something." He says, even when it's doesn't feel like such a warm day, he says you gotta at least leave that key in there with the air conditioning and stuff like that. So it was a learning lesson. I think it was a bit extreme, and thankfully Gypsy's really doing a lot better. I don't really have to worry so much now. I could leave my truck running AC blasting and windows completely down. I don't know if I exactly trust that so much, but because if a kid walks by, she's going to lose her mind. But she's gotten so much better. it, guys. She doesn't try to climb out and on the hood. I got scratches all over my hood from her, like all over it. I need to get it all buffed out. But so that's it, guys. Yep, cops were called. I almost lost my mind. Almost lost my dog that I've had since she was 6 weeks old. She was a little tiny thing. Well, that's way too young for anybody to get a dog, and I think boxers especially. And I can actually see it in her behavior because I've had 2 other boxers before that I got both of them at I think around 12 weeks old, and that's what they suggest. And I don't know if that's kind of all breeds, but boxers are super rambunctious, and they're I think that they're the maternal the instinct of their mother corrects their behavior just kind of naturally. She didn't get any of that. So anyhow, that's it really, guys. Cops were called, and yeah, I almost lost it, man. This is my Gypsy. This, she's my family. I mean, she is my only companion in this. I do all of this RVing stuff solo, which is not easy to do. I don't care what anybody says. Matter of fact, and I know I've talked to you guys about it a lot. I think that I really appreciate seeing van lifers. Honestly, if I could go back and do it all over again right now, it'd either be a truck camper, a van, or a small schoolie, something like that. It'd be a single unit, something that you can maintain a lot easier, you can get around a lot easier, those sort of things. And then raising a puppy in a camper, never again. Never ever again. That has a ton of challenges, especially a black one. You can't see her at night. You absolutely cannot see her at night. I can't just open the door so she can go run out and do her business and then come back in. There's coyotes everywhere I go. Well, there's coyotes in every city in America now. That's what they say. And believe me, in Arizona, I spent a lot of time down in the southwestern part of the country, anywhere between, say, Havasu all the way down to Yuma. All of that BLM land is just chock full of coyotes. Arkansas was the exact same way. You could hear them at night, literally. You can hear the packs of them. And the same thing here. I've gotten so good at listening to them damn coyotes that I'm almost I can feel like I can almost count how many of them there are in these packs. She would absolutely be dead in one day. If those coyotes saw her, if they saw her, she'd go boom. She thinks it's a dog to play with, and that's how they do that. They lure them out. Anyhow, oh yeah, she just found my pack of t-shirts that she just decided that they're hers. So I better go ahead and get to this. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll catch up soon. I got some other really cool content coming. But if you guys haven't checked it out, I really want you guys to check out the Veterans on the Lake video. That one, especially if you support veterans. So she's having fun now. Ow! Hey, what's up with that? What is up with that? Why are you being so rough? Well, all right, guys. We'll see you. Bye. Thanks for watching.